the burn. And this is just for laughs on 10. Yeah, why don't you get a beer and sit down and relax?
Colin Note Nightclub, home of the Down Under Show and the most loved Aussie comic of all time, Adam Hills, or Hillsy. Hillsy!
Hello, Montreal. How are you? Are there any Australians in the room this evening? Love, how many Americans? Are there any American people here? That was a cheer of a person that spent a lot of time in Canada and knows to shut the fuck up. And where are the Canadians? There it is. You are the politest people. See, here's why I love Canada. Because you have, in this country, up until quite recently, you had the world's tallest building. I visited Toronto a few years ago. I didn't know you had the world's tallest building. No one, there's no even mention of it. Whereas in America, you would arrive in the airport, it would say, welcome to whatever city it is, home of the world's tallest building. I was in Canada and talking to friends in Toronto, so what should I see? And they went, oh, you should see the CN Tower. I went, really, why? They went, oh, no reason. I just think you might like it. And then even when you go up to the top of the CN Tower, it's not like any big fanfare. It's not like, whoa, nothing in the world is bigger than this. There's a little plaque, if you find it, that says, world's tallest building. And I got back to my friends and went, that is amazing. It's the world's tallest building. They went, oh, is it? Oh, I didn't know. I was gushing about it, and I suddenly fell silent. And they went, so, how do you like waterfalls? I have to say, though, as polite as Canadian people are, the politest audience I've ever performed to are the Dutch. I was performing in Amsterdam, and I had a joke about an American female swimmer by the name of Misty Hyman. Now, my theory is if your last name's Hyman, you shouldn't call your child an adjective. And I said this. I said I just imagine the parents at the birth going, well, our last name's Hyman, what should we call our daughter? I don't know. How about Misty? Wouldn't that be kind of embarrassing? Well, her brother Rusty doesn't seem to mind. Oh, good thinking, Dick. That's how I thought it would go. And I said that. And the Dutch audience laughed. Not a lot, but a nice middle-of-the-road laugh. And I thought, that's a bit strange, but it was okay. And I finished, and I talked to the club owner afterwards, and he went, oh, I enjoyed your show, but what is Hyman? Well, of course, they probably have a different word for it. And I said, oh, do you think the audience knew what Hyman was? And he went, no. I said, well, they laughed. He said, well, they knew it was a joke. What a beautiful, polite audience to go, we have no idea what he is saying, but that is clearly the punchline. I will laugh, you will laugh, he will feel better, we'll move on. So, how many men here have had their prostate checked? Anyone in the room had their prostate? You're clapping, really? You've had it checked? What's the one word that you use to describe the experience of having your prostate checked? Awkward. Yeah. I asked a guy in Australia that, he said, new. I had mine checked. I had my prostate checked at the beginning of last year, and I really wasn't ready for it. And by that I mean I thought I was too young. I wasn't, standing on a bus and just went, whoa! You're a doctor there, big fella. So I called my grandfather, because my grandfather had prostate trouble, and I wanted to know what to expect. And he's 90. And I said, Grandad, I'm going to get my prostate checked. What's going to happen? He went, oh, it's not going to be pretty. And he said, which hospital are you going to go to? And I told him, and he went, that's the same hospital I went to. I went, really? He said, yeah. You might even get my doctor. I went, ooh. How am I going to know if it's your doctor? He went, easy. When you bend over, look straight ahead. If there's a dent on the wall in front of you, that's my doctor.
Hillsy's hosted the Down Under Show for the past 5 years. You'd think he'd be better, but I'm up next, so it's time to pick up a few tips from this comedy god.
I love doing the Down Under Show, and because I've done all of them, I feel a bit of a pride, a fatherly pride when I see you young bucks get up there. Yeah, it's like watching the kids play cricket in the backyard. Young Paulie, he's not that good, but he'll give it a go. You know what I mean? Young Paulie bends over behind the stumps as the wicket-keeper. Old Uncle Adam sidles up behind him. Let me show you how to stand there, Paulie. Let me show you how to stand. There you go. Well, you got to firm that butt cheek up. Oh, there it is. There it
is. Tighten it. Hold it. There
This is
you go.
reminding me a lot of my education.